Go then. That's a little bit better. Alright, so today I've got this brick built Mosasaurus. I don't know if we'll finish this one today. Might split it up in a couple. We'll see. But yeah, I guess except for like the buildable characters like Bumpy and the little Tyrannosaurus, whatever that one's name is, but I love Bumpy. This one is like one of the few like really well priced Jurassic Park sets that we've gotten. Of course, all the others are usually very much expensive with those big molds. But this one is quite cool, and I think is definitely a highlight of the wave. I think I might have just got a paper cut opening up that box, which is going to be fine now, but will sting a little bit in a little while. Yeah, I don't know if we'll be finishing this one today. It actually looks like it has a decent amount of bags. Let's see. So it looks like actually the boat is really just going to take up one bag, which is interesting. And then the stickers for it. There's a few of them, but it looks like it's just the boat details. So all of the Mosasaurus parts, I believe, are printed, which is quite nice. Okay. 1 till 6, I think, is where this one's going. And let me, before I get into this, I'm going to pull up the stream. This is actually kind of a cool looking boat. The number 4 on it, is that this, oh, is that, yeah, that's 04. Reminds me of like Power Miners, how each vehicle is, is that the Granite Grinder, or is that 3? I think I just built 4 not that long ago. Alright, bag 1. And I'm assuming I'm also going to need this bag of ship parts. We've got a minifigure here, who I don't entirely care all that much about. Yeah, there's 2 of them in this set, which will be nice additions for the Mosasaurus Deep. I have not seen Rebirth yet. Maybe tonight, I don't know. But definitely somewhat soon. Just haven't had a chance. I was away last weekend, so really didn't get a chance to go out and see it. Yeah, let's get into this one. Cool little torso print there. Seems like a nice torso print that could work in just like a Lego City or something. This guy looks a bit too happy, considering he's about to have the Mosasaurus on his ship in a little bit. Yeah, okay, dropping everything. Seems like the first thing is this little crate, which I have no clue if it has any sort of significance. Of course, I think the boat, unless this is a different one that appears, the boat that I guess seems to be in the trailer, like the Spinosaurus scenes, is much larger than this one. Yeah, little crate, little yellow crate. Just gonna have on the stickers, and then I guess it's on to the boat, which just if it's gonna be done in just one bag, it's I guess it is like 800. Like I'm surprised here because it's like an $80 set here, and it's over 800 pieces. It's like a really well priced set, especially with certain waves. This year specifically, this Star Wars Summer Wave that's about to release. Those type of prices just don't seem really like something you'd expect. But this boat looks kind of fun. I really hadn't looked all that much into it. It'd really only been the Mosasaurus that had caught my eye. But I'm happy that they went with this route to represent this dinosaur. Of course, maybe you'd want it like double the size or even like triple the size. But I also don't know how big this thing's going to end up looking. But looks like this crate is just about done. I guess this one bag is going to be where all the stickers come into the build, because there's just by the look of those stickers, definitely none of those stickers apply to the Mosasaurus. But you've got the little crate. It can open up. It's got a few compartments. It's a nice little one. It reminds me of some of those ones that came in the Rogue One sets from 2016. All right, the boat, which there's not a ton of parts here, so this thing's really going to come together quite fast, I think, and I guess that already gives it a decent amount of size. Yeah, it's been a while since I built something like this, a boat. I really can't think of the last time. It's probably something city-based, because I haven't really built a pirate ship in a while. I have a few, I have the Viking ship from Creator 3-in-1 sealed, as well as the Durmstrang ship that I picked up last year sometime, and just haven't built those. So those are probably the last ones that I can think of that I built, so or purchased, let alone built, which I honestly don't know when the last time I built a Lego boat was. I feel like City, maybe something in City from a while ago, I think would probably be the answer to that. So yeah, it's been a little bit, but yeah, of course, with the Black Pearl coming out, that will increase the amount of ships I've built. Sticker 4, I think, is supposed to go on this side, and then sticker 3 on the other side, and then the number 4 stickers on the other side of that. I like the colors of the vehicles from this wave of sets in this movie. I don't remember, like, of course, those original wave of Jurassic World sets with all those blue and white vehicles. I don't think that was overly accurate to what I remember seeing in the film, or at least a few of the vehicles. Like, a few of them definitely weren't in it, but I like the colors and the shapes of a lot of these vehicles, and just from the trailer footage and stuff, it seems like they're quite accurate to what you see in a lot of it. So it's always fun and cool to have happen. I would doubt there's going to be much space for minifigures, and the overall size of this thing isn't too huge. I also don't, like, I guess there's going to be 5 bags worth of the Mosasaurus, and I'm assuming about probably 650 maybe of those 850, I think it is, parts probably go into it. I would assume is probably close to that amount. This one, I'm sure, feels like maybe 150, 200 parts for this little boat, so I'm sure the Mosasaurus takes up a decent amount of it, which is what you'd probably want for this, not to have your little side build be the main part of it. But I also think there's a few little rock terrain builds that act as supports for not only the Mosasaurus but also the this boat, just to sort of display the things, which, yeah, this feels just like an overall pretty good and complete set, which is always quite nice. All right, big stickers now to add to the side of this thing. Go. Oh, let me line that up. Not actually, that's not my It's not my best alignment of a sticker. It's not terrible, but it's definitely, it's not great. See if I can do a little bit better with this one. Actually, it's, the more I look at it, it's all right. It's just a little bit angled from what I would usually like. Let me set that one maybe right there. Oh, that's pretty nice. That's actually quite nice. Pleased with that. All right, I'm assuming this is the full footprint of this boat, which actually feels large enough for what it is, and of course you want it to be small-ish against the Mosasaurus itself. You don't want this boat to be the same size of it, so yeah, it seems like it's at a pretty decent scale just by the look of those Mosasaurus parts. It's certainly going to be a decent amount of small parts just by the look of it, so I guess that's what brings up the piece count, but we'll see when it comes to actual size of this thing, where it lays and how it is. Yeah, these plates now covering up some of the exposed studs, so I guess right at the back there'll be a little bit of space for your characters. Yeah, I like this one. I think this is a standout to me just by the look of the set, just pictures alone. Recent Jurassic Park and Jurassic World sets. I did like that Jurassic Park wave of sets. I'd love to get some of the other Jurassic Park movies in set form though. Love to see that Jurassic Park 3 Spinosaurus with that the red look that's got. Alright, I like the red, the gray, and the black look of these vehicles. They definitely, it's an interesting color scheme, and certainly different from what we've seen previously. These guys. And I'm sort of surprised just how quick the boat came together. I didn't expect that to be just sort of one bag, and that was it. But pleased it doesn't take up too much of the set. I think that's definitely the ideal approach for it. And there's this little screen to show the Mosasaurus, and that will be it for the stickers. 6 stickers all in this first bag. This has to be up there with those Formula 1 sets when it comes to density of stickers in one specific part of the set. Of course, those have like 20 or 30 stickers per one, which made a lot of sense for the particular set. Hopefully that little part is not critical to what I'm going to need, or else I'm going to have to go searching for that one. But it looked like a pretty small one, so hopefully won't need it. Yeah, I like how this boat's actually coming together. It's kind of a cool looking build. Of course, the Mosasaurus is very much the standout of the set, but this is actually kind of a cool looking boat. Overall, I do like the builds from this wave of sets. I think usually it's the case where it's really just all about those new dinosaur molds, and apart from the small Jeep set, which I don't think is overly special, and and of course the Tyrannosaurus set, which is just crazy in price. All the other sets feel like they're pretty solid builds, and nice stuff. How's it going? Just building up this little boat. Oh, pretty good. Uh, Pretty good. Uh, I'm very happy with the Toronto Blue Jays. They lost their last game against the White Sox, but before then they had won 10 games in a row. So uh, to see them first place in the AL East has been nice. But yeah, but overall, yeah, pretty good. Yeah, yeah, it's always always nice to see them actually do well. Didn't think it was going to happen this year. It definitely didn't seem like it, and of course they could probably still fall off. There's a whole lot of time, but it's certainly nice to actually see them doing well and how fast it happened. Like it feels not that long ago they were like third or fourth place, and now they're first place. But yeah, yeah. And I think the Red Sox seem to be doing pretty good. So I'm sure they're gonna catch up soon, especially if they continue beating the Rays this series. And the Yankees have won 4 in a row, I think it is. So still very close, but happy to see them actually doing well. This boat's actually quite nice. I like it. Alright, looks like there's gonna be an extra pipe piece, which is a cool part, an interesting part. I remember the Luke Skywalker helmet also getting an extra one of those pipe pieces in that set, which was interesting. And I guess you just get an extra one of those type of parts. I feel like that hasn't always been the case for them, but I also can't remember a ton of cases where I've had those sets, so who knows. Yeah, I don't know if I'm that confident with the Blue Jays actually winning the division with just how tight it's gonna be, but yeah, I'm hoping they can stay in at least for a wild card spot or stay in first place and continue doing well. My favorite part of it is just that it's been the entire lineup that's actually been doing stuff, and it's just sort of been the whole team doing well instead of just one guy, which has been fun. It's been fun to watch because it's just I love just seeing all of them string together base hits and such and stuff like that instead of the big home runs. They've had a few big home runs in it, but I really enjoy seeing them just string hits together and beat out wins in tight games. One tight game though that I was watching last night, I was really disappointed seeing the Yankees beat Seattle after Seattle had the lead the whole game and had a 2-run lead going into the ninth and blew it, which was a bit disappointed with that one. But yeah, and I don't even know what I'm sort of hoping for when it comes to the Rays and Red Sox. I guess I'd just like them to split it, because I definitely don't want one of them to go on a big win streak, but I think the Red Sox are right now, so we'll see. And hopefully I'm hoping the Blue Jays can do well going into the All-Star break against, I was about to say Oakland, but I guess Sacramento or Las Vegas or whatever they are, or I guess just the A's. But yeah, just not too excited to have such a late game to watch. I don't even know when it starts, like 10 or 10:30 or something like that. So yeah. I guess the Rays aren't much better. At least they, I guess, have one. Just without a roof. But yeah. And then I think Baltimore's sort of doing a little bit better, so wouldn't be shocked if they can sneak in there maybe and do something. So still a whole lot left to do. And I feel like a big thing with the Blue Jays is like Santander they got in the off season. Vladdy isn't doing all that much. There's a lot of big guys who aren't doing a ton of stuff. So if they can come together as well, it should be nice. The one thing I do like about having a domed stadium so close to me is not having to worry about rain delays and stuff. Like the White Sox series that just passed, and I guess it was a lot of rainy series when I think about it this week. But I like not having to worry about rain or bad conditions because I know the Blue Jays closed the roof, I think, the last a few of the home games recently because it was just really hot and weather conditions, but at the same time for like an actual like baseball park feel, those open ones are definitely really nice. But the second bag now, which I don't believe we'll be getting into the Mosasaurus. Wow, side leg printing on this guy. That's kind of cool. I don't really care about this minifigure, but like some side leg printing. Impressive stuff. That's kind of cool. Yeah. I'm also excited to see the A's to see Denzel Clark play. He's from not too far away from me in Peterborough, I think. So excited to see him play and been watching him make some pretty cool catches. So I think he's also cousins with a couple other the big Canadian players right now in the league with the two Naylor brothers. Not, I guess, both in Cleveland anymore now, with one with Arizona and Bo still in Cleveland. But yeah, I'm excited to see him play. I also want to watch the Red Sox game because I think with being Friday, I think they should be wearing those City Connect jerseys. I absolutely love Boston's new City Connect jerseys for this year, the green ones. They're pretty cool. I really like them a lot. But yeah, I guess this section is a little bit of a terrain build to hold up the boat and the Mosasaurus. This one's got it all. You got a dinosaur, you got a couple minifigures, a boat, and some little display things for those. Cool stuff. I don't know if these are because I remember seeing the dual molded legs, or not dual molded legs, the side leg printed legs before with one of the other characters, I believe, have them in the sets. I don't know if that's the same one. I'm assuming it's the same set of leg print, but it's interesting and kind of cool. I have not. I was out of town last weekend, so I really didn't have an opportunity to go and see it, and I don't think I'll be able to get out to see it this weekend either. So gonna be behind on the big summer movies because I don't think I'm gonna be able to see Superman this weekend, or that Jurassic Park. So gonna have like Fantastic Four, Jurassic Park, um, and Superman all sort of piled up to finish or to see. So yeah, but I'm definitely excited to see this one. I enjoy the Jurassic Park movies. I enjoy them a lot. I have a good time with them. I like seeing dinosaurs in movies. They're fun. They're very fun. And I'm very happy that Spinosaurus is in this one. It's been one I've wanted to see again for quite a few years. And I love the shaping that they gave it this time around. I love how the dinosaurs have adapted with scientific discoveries as they've discovered more things. The dinosaurs in those movies have changed as well, which is fun to see. I think they still need to shorten the Tyrannosaurus arms a little bit, though. Still a bit too long. Looks like there's a little fish in this build. And then some more leaf pieces. And some more clear elements and pieces. I'm certainly excited to see it, though. It seems fun. I like what I've seen, at least trailer-wise, for it. Looks like a fun Jurassic Park movie. Even though I'd love to see Jeff Goldblum in every single one of them. I quite like his character in all those movies. I can't remember a thing that happened in the last one, though. I should probably watch it. I know it's not liked all that much, but I think I've enjoyed all the Jurassic Park movies. They're just, I have a good time with them. I don't take them all too seriously. I just enjoy watching dinosaurs eat people for 2 hours. It's a fun time. Very fun time. All right. I guess maybe the Mosasaurus will actually be starting to get built this section of the build. I'm not entirely sure if it will or not. Yes, I guess it will. Alright, so these terrain builds are done. So I guess from the box, I believe you're just supposed to prop the boat and then the Mosasaurus up on the little terrain builds, which is kind of fun. I'm assuming since it's going to be bigger, this one is probably meant for the boat, and this one probably for the Mosasaurus. That's fun. It gives the builds a little bit of movement and some action to them. Alright, I'm gonna bring this down because I know I'm gonna knock that off the table if I keep that there too long. Now, one thing that's kind of cool about this Mosasaurus is I don't believe there are any, well, I know there's not any stickers unless I'm missing a sticker sheet, which is kind of cool. All the details will be printed, which is kind of fun. I think it's impressive with this set how, like, I feel so many of the Jurassic Park sets are all really expensive with those big dinosaur molds, and you don't get all that much with it. But this one, you get yourself a big dinosaur, a cool little boat build, some minifigures, one with side leg printing, all printed parts for your dinosaur, for, is it $60? Or I think it was $80 for me. So for like 800 pieces, so kind of impressive with this one. Much better than this summer wave of Star Wars sets coming out. That's certainly an expensive wave of sets. And I find it funny how they can't even stay apart. I think that turbo tank seems to fall apart, which is kind of funny to have have your big sets falling apart. That's certainly interesting. Um, yeah, it's actually not like it's not that bad. I found the last few wave of sets, like the difference in prices are not that bad. Like I think the battle pack, for example, I believe if I'm correct, I believe it's 445. I think in the U.S. and I think it's 50 here, which I'm very surprised by. I was worried that that thing was going to be like $60, $65. So um, 50 is still ridiculous and crazy, but the difference between those is definitely not as much as I was thinking it was going to be. Both the big sets are 200, I believe, here, which is still, of course, extremely expensive for what what you get. But yeah, I was sort of surprised with the prices. I thought they were going to be a little bit more than they actually were. But yeah, they're still way too much. A $50 battle pack is certainly a lot. But yeah, I don't even know if I think I want to get the. I really like that snow speeder or whatever it's the flame, the hot rod snow speeder thing. I really like that one. I think that one's really fun. So I think I want to pick up that one. August 1st, and maybe was sort of looking at that V19 as a potential pickup. That cockpit piece though, that new snow speeder cockpit piece is quite cool. Like I think it's just one of the more fun sets of the wave. I really don't care about the minifigures all that much, but it's just it's very it's yeah it's certainly different. But I think it's fun. I like whenever they do those silly sets. I find them always to be fun little sets that it's a fun one. I think out of all like those Rebuild the Galaxy sets, I think it's my favorite one so far, and I can't wait to see the new a new snow speeder with that new cockpit piece, because that's certainly a really nice piece, and very excited to see what the new snow speeder will look like. I'm kind of in the mood for some Hoth sets. I'd like a big or multiple different Hoth play sets. I think it would be fun to get. Of course, there's I think they are official rumors of like the next year's stuff. I don't think they are at this point, but I guess for like the Mandalorian movie, it would make sense that they do a new AT-AT. So some probably snowtroopers in that one and stuff like that. But yeah, an interesting wave of sets, and I think the choices seem pretty nice. Just the execution on a few of them, and of course those prices are certainly something. I like the MTT though. I would somewhat. That's like the one of those big ones that I might consider as like a day one thing, but I definitely I won't be picking up that one for day one. I don't think. Wait a little bit on that one, and I don't even know if I want to pick up the turbo tank at this point, seeing how it can just fall apart. Those minifigures are nice though. The Galactic Marines. Nice figure. I think those are pretty cool ones. Oh, I didn't really notice it. Is that? It seems like there's supposed to be one little print. Is that just a mistake at the? I'm assuming. Okay, yeah, never mind. I was thinking that was a print. It was like a printing issue with the instructions that made the piece look like it had some sort of low print on it, and that it happens to be very similar to what I know some of the printed details look like in this set, so I was thinking it might be a print, but it's not. It's just a error with the printing of the instructions, I think. All right. I believe this is the tail. I realize at this point I'm like multiple steps ahead from this thing, because I was doing both sides when I was really just supposed to be doing one. Oh, 1 second. I put the stripes in the wrong order. Hello. Let me fix those quickly. I like the color of this guy. The brown and the green. It's an interesting color scheme that I don't feel like I have much of in my Lego collection. Doing pretty well. Hope you're doing well as well. Yeah, pretty good. Hello. All right. That will. Oh, wonderful. I've built this thing, have I? Okay. Expertise. I don't know about that one. After building the, I was going to say Tower of Orthanc, the Barad-dûr from last year, I think I lost any credibility when it came to building expertise after building that one. I messed up the stripes again, my goodness. All right. Let's see. And actually, considering how many times I've redone these stripes, there's a certain lack of expertise in my building capabilities. Maybe when it comes to building mocks, I'm a little bit better at that. But I think after this third attempt at trying to put these stripes correctly, I think they're correct now. Thank you very much. All right. And that should do it. There we go. That's correct. That's the tail. Now on to bag 3. All right. The tail itself is almost as long as the boat, so I guess it's going to end up being pretty large, I would assume, which will be fun and interesting. Definitely interested to see the size of this guy, especially compared to some of the other larger molded dinosaurs. I think the Spinosaurus from this year is quite large, from what I can remember. Looks like there's some printed elements now from in this bag to build up some of the skin of the animal. All right. I like the use of ball joints. Now, I guess it would be much more ideal if the ball joints matched the rest of the color of the thing, because the constant breakup of the dark orange, the green and brown colors broken up by the light and dark bluish gray ball joints is definitely not ideal. I think that's something I'd like to see improved. If, of course, there's so many things that you could probably improve with Lego sets, from minifigure printing to just overall printing of certain things. I think my biggest thing is now going to be change the color of ball joints to not just be dark and light bluish gray. Because I feel like it's the case in so many sets, from mechs to this, of course, this dinosaur, but just ball joints sort of breaking up the consistent colors that you'd get if they were recolored to be a different color. Oh yeah, yep. Bye. Thanks for dropping by. All right. Here it is. Is it all in frame? Yeah. You've got your Mosasaurus there in the boat, Spinosaurus there in the corner, and then the back. They've been knocked off the boat, and I guess about to be eaten, like that. Whatever her name was, I think it started with a Z, from the first Jurassic Park, or not Jurassic Park, Jurassic World, the first one of those. With the it is a nice box art. Love the Spinosaurus as your sort of key art character. That's one thing that I'd like to see Star Wars bring back, is like proper like characters in the corner of the box. Just have one consistent box, because it seems like their attempt at a consistent box art and having like different characters for different things, like it just doesn't make any sense, because it will switch up. Like certain like prequel sets will be Clone Wars sets, even if they should be whatever, and then you've got Darth Vader on the corner of your Episode 2 boxes. I'd kind of like to just see the return of like having those characters just in the corner of the box, like Darth Maul and Rex. That one was nice. The Vader 2005 one, that was a really nice one. And I guess even somewhat more recently, the Rise of Skywalker and or did that one have that had black box art, but was it, that one didn't last long, did it? I don't think it did. The like Rise of Skywalker type box art that lasted a few other sets, but of course Last Jedi had those characters in the corner of the box. But yeah, this definitely, I like all the look of the merchandise for this movie when it comes to box design and such. It's nice. Nice stuff. All right. I guess that's one reason that this set is over 800 pieces, is the amount of small parts. There are a whole lot of tiled parts in this set, so that's definitely, but there are, I guess, a few large parts used for the boat, and there's printed parts used for the Mosasaurus, so I guess that's, I definitely don't want to see this across all of, like, the dinosaurs, but this one feels like a good one that you can get away with doing just the brick-built one instead of a big molded one. I'd be terrified to see how much a Mosasaurus mold would be, if it, like, to actually be probably the size of what this build is going to end up being. It'd be interesting to see just how much that, because I would assume that would have to be one of the bigger ones, but at the same time, there's also those big ones that have come in a few more recent sets. The tail keeps getting longer. I thought I was over with the tail, but it's keeps on getting bigger. But I think it's at the end now, because I think this will be be a few other bits of its shape. I definitely want to get a few more of the sets from this this wave. I definitely want to get that Spinosaurus set, and I like the build of it too. It definitely reminds me a lot of what you'd see with an Indiana Jones type of build. I I miss that theme. I really wish it lasted longer than just that one wave and 3 sets. That was, they were so good too. But that Spinosaurus set definitely reminds me a lot of what you'd see in an Indiana Jones type of set. It's a fun build. I like it. One of the, I feel like, better, larger play sets from this theme. So that's nice to see. I feel like it's usually all a bunch of big vehicles and stuff that really have no purpose. So I like those play sets. They're nice ones. Always love those type of play sets from like the Star Wars ones. I wish there were more of them. Like Yavin, I thought was really good. The best one, I think, having just like that Vader's castle was that was an amazing set. That one was really was quite impressed with Darth Vader's castle. I thought that was a really strong one. But yeah, Yavin as well. That was a good one. And I remember the Death Star rumor from last year before it became a Star Destroyer. The playset Death Star. I was hoping. I was kind of. I don't know what I would have liked more, because that playset or that Star Destroyer is pretty solid, but I think I would have preferred to see what exactly a like $100 or $150 Death Star playset would have looked like. But I guess considering that the UCS one's coming out, it would have made that little playset look a little bit sad looking. I must say though, I'm getting more and more excited with about the Death Star with the minifigure leaks that are coming from it. Of course, there's only been 2, I believe, with the Krennic torso and the Galen, or not whose torso was it? Krennic and Yularen, I think, were the 2 torsos. So I'm excited for that. I was wondering if it was just going to be specific to one movie, but now knowing that the possibilities that could be in that set with those figures is certainly quite exciting. So getting more and more excited for that set when it gets revealed. And yeah, definitely open for. I think Galen Urso would be a fun one that I'd really like to see. And Palpatine's advisor fellas, those are definitely right at the top of my wish list. Those guys are fun. I guess this thing has a whole lot more articulation than would be if this had been a molded one. So I'm assuming it would just be sort of the jaw and maybe the tail would have moved. So to have the entire body be able to move is, I think they made a good choice having this be a molded or a brick built dinosaur instead of one of the molded ones. Certainly would have been interesting to see what a molded Mosasaurus would have looked like, but I think they made the better choice having it be brick built. Be interesting if they decide to do any more larger dinosaurs and creatures in this brick built style. I think it works for this one. I think so. I think I do. I definitely have a spot I know where it can go, a spot where it'd be nice to display it, probably not, but I can find a place for it, I think. I don't think it'll take up too much space. I was shocked to actually find a space for the Krusty Burger when I built that. Found a decent spot for that. Found a good spot to put the Slave One. So, like my big sets from this year, that's Hobbiton, like that. Found a good spot for that. Been happy with actually finding spots for these guys. Now I have no clue where the Black Pearl's gonna go in a few months. Now I guess it could take the spot where I've got my where I've got the old Black Pearl, but at the same time I wouldn't mind having the two of them next to each other. So yeah, that's the one set that I do need to figure out where I'm gonna put it. So I don't think I'm gonna be picking up too much for August 1st. There's a few things. I put together one of those Lego.com wish lists of just sets that I thought were interesting, and I've been sort of just taking off a few of them one at a time and thinking of which ones I'm actually going to pick up. I think that Snowspeeder is definitely a possibility, and then I think the Unicorn Castle from Creator 3-in-1. I want that, and maybe the V19. There's a new city construction vehicle that I've become very interested in the new style of Lego city construction vehicles, and I kind of want all of them. So not a great path to go down, but I think I want them. So see how that goes. Now, I think 3 bags left. Okay, that'll be at the halfway point. I don't think I'm gonna have time to finish this one today. So I think I'm gonna end it after this one, and then continue it next week. But it's been a fun build so far. But I don't really want to just leave one bag or something left to do. So I think I'm gonna split it up now and continue it next week with this half a Mosasaurus and a full ship build. Yeah, I'm actually really liking how this thing's coming together. It's I don't think it's gonna be too big. Actually, never mind. I completely forgot about how long the head's gonna be. So yeah, this guy's actually gonna be quite big. So to the question of where I've got a place for this guy, yes, but I think it's going to take up a decent amount of space. All right, I think that's going to be it for today. But there is the Mosasaurus, half a Mosasaurus. It's been eaten, I guess, and we've got half a Mosasaurus carcass. We've got a crate, a boat, 2 minifigures who can be eaten soon next week. Yeah, it's actually, it's really a fun one. And yeah, that box art's really cool. I love how the Spinosaurus is on it. Oh, so I guess that's kind of cool. I know the, premise of the movie is collecting samples from, water, the biggest land, water, and, air-borne dinosaurs. I think that's, the premise of the movie. So that's kind of cool how they have those symbols on the side of it. And then, of course, that side box art with the Spinosaurus. That's great. Love seeing the Spinosaurus in any sort of media. That's a cool one. This was the first time I had to go and get a Lego set from. I picked this up at Walmart a few hours ago, and it was the first time I had been at that Walmart in a few months, and they had cases for the Lego, which I've seen before, but it hasn't been, I feel like, the most common thing around here. But um, saw it with this one. So it's the first time I actually had to go like search someone out to get myself a Lego set. And then also got some Pokemon cards, which were also behind a case. Those to me make a bit more sense. The Lego sets a bit less so. But then the thing that I found sort of funny was that not only did I have to like after I got these things from the case, I wasn't allowed to hold the things myself. The cashier who had helped me took the things and then I sort of got escorted with them to the cashier to buy my Pokemon cards and a $80 Lego set, like I was buying a weapon or something. It was an interesting experience buying a Lego set. I think I'll stick to either ordering them or buying my stuff in in a in a Lego store. It was a bit weird, and also like the selection of sets that they had in cases were just weird. Like there were some $25 sets there. Like it was all like the botanical stuff. There was this. It was like I guess it was 18 plus and some slightly larger stuff. But like there were all the Ninjago stuff, the city stuff, that seemed like it was all on shelves. But yeah, the whole thing that I you had to like walk with a person to go to another cashier. So it wasn't even it was like a whole separate cash area. It was a weird thing, honestly. It was a bit odd. But that's my experience buying the brick built Mosasaurus boat mission. I must say, the addition of brick built in its title is a bit odd. There's been some weird Lego set names I feel like recently. Like Batman's gets the really weird ones where it'll be like Batman's Bat motorcycle Bat mission type of thing, and the bat is in everything, every single part of the set. I think brick built. And then the advent calendars this year have like the name of the year in them. It's a bit weird. It, it kind of would have been interesting. It certainly um, but it was hard enough finding someone to actually open the case. It took me about 15 minutes to actually find someone in the store to actually open up the case of the thing. So, uh, yeah, it was interesting. I had seen those cases before, but it was the first time I actually like had to seek someone out to go and buy something from them. But yeah, it was interesting. Don't know if Walmart and their case system and their checkout system will be my go-to Lego purchasing spot from now on. But that was it. So yeah, that's it for today's stream. A little bit of Lego purchasing story time as well as building half of this Mosasaurus. It's cool. Got some cool articulation. I like how it can all of the bits can move back and forth. Oh, that's actually really cool. That moves like really well, especially when you take it from that like last bit. It really moves quite well. Like it's really like it's cool going through the water as if it's that would be a cool addition to the Spinosaurus. Is this type of tail? Because I know that with more recent discoveries has a really thick and big tail that would move through the water. I would assume similar to that. So, fun stuff. Cool set. Finish it off next week. But yeah, thanks for watching the stream. And yeah, good one. And discussing my Lego purchasing from Walmart. Thanks for watching, and yeah.